Hi everybody, back on Monday. Today I decided to play a little bit with all the things that show up here, which I didn't know what it was, and it was funny. Rainbow rays, which is quite fun. And it's already dark, 8 o'clock, and oof, it feels really the difference. Just a week ago at 7 still was, a lot of light, but now it's really dark. But there's only 2 days and it will be the autumn equinox. So I don't know if anybody's around. Doesn't matter, you can watch it later. I'm just going to change a little bit the energy. This is a tuning fork that it's tuned to the planet Venus. I can just pass it around. For those that have not seen me before, my name is Rosa. I'm the Cosmic Mermaid. And what I do is to work with love frequencies, with music, instruments, my voice, with creativity as well, with different kind of images. Well, I probably will tell you a little bit now and then, but if not, you can go into my website, rosalea.com, and you can actually check everything there. It's both in English and in Spanish, as I work in both languages. But anyway, we're going to talk about the energy of the week. This morning early I did the Spanish reading, so I already have not one card, 3 this time, because we have a powerful full moon tonight, which is about death and rebirth. That's what I've been feeling the last week. At least myself, I've been having a lot of all emotions coming back. Like I had triggers, people triggering me, a lot of old wounds, and experiencing a lot of emotions. Some of them not very nice, but I had to go through them. And this period of time for a lot of people, collectively and individually, is about going through all this, feeling it, and transforming it and integrating it. Now, the first card that came out is the Lovers. Now, what is interesting is that it's not the actual lovers that you're going to meet somebody. Well, maybe you will, but the message of the card is very different. When you have two energies inside you, you have a male energy and a feminine energy. Now, it's about, this image is a very balancing image. Both, they have connection with their soul. They are standing on the Buddha land. The waters are really calm. There's a big heart. And it's a card that is a daylight. So there is awareness of this. What does it mean about this week energy and about the full moon? It's about integrating whatever you've been carrying in this timeline or in previous timelines during many lifetimes, wounds, experiences that maybe are past life, programming, beliefs, whatever they are. It's about balancing these two energies so that your female energy and your male energy inside you is communicating, it's balanced, you're very present, you're very aligned, and there's communication inside. Because otherwise, if those are not okay, because you haven't shifted what you need to shift outside, when you need to actually manifest your male energy or your feminine energy, there's going to be, ups and downs. So not just for you on a personal level, but when you interact with others, obviously, if you're a woman and you interact with a man, you're going to have projections. But if you have integrated some stuff of your male energy that you need to work out, when you interact with the male energy, those fantasies, illusion, projections, dramas will shift and will disappear. So it will allow you to interact and express in a different way. And that's what is important with the Lovers card. Obviously, you maybe have shifted and maybe you're meeting the love of your life this week, who knows? Either if you're alone or you are already in a relationship, it's about shifting those energies inside you so that you can really balance the relationship outside. Okay? Now, this was the first one. And the voice inside me said, no, Rosa, today you pick up more cards. Okay, so I pick up a second one. And guess what? The card of the chaos came out. So it's about balancing this, going through the shadow side, the chaos, that whatever wound you're carrying in your male or female side, or between them, it's there. You have to go through this one, and then the last card is a card of the offering. I'm going to talk about this one, okay? This is the most important one, and sorry, I'm going to drink a little bit more water because I've been talking the whole day. And I'm shifting myself things, so I feel that something it's bothering me. Not that I have a call or anything, but something is shifting for me as well in my communication. Now, the card here, you can see a lady that is holding an iris, a flower, and she's in this Buddha path, surrounded by green, and at the end there's a temple. Now the temple is your heart, is your inner sacred space, which is so important. Now, the iris as a flower, funny enough, it's containing both the male and female. It's like a yin-yang flower. Well, all flowers are in a way, but this one actually was channeled and painted for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to translate the information of this one, because this is the one that is more related to the energy of the week, together with the full moon. Okay, so I'm going to read it for you. It says like this. I'm going to actually offer this flower to this meeting with my destiny. It's a very humble iris. It has no mark, maybe not so much beauty, but is itself, and that's all. My inner house, it's clean and it's empty. I don't have to impress anybody, but I have to liberate everybody. Now, what it's about this card, it's about you knowing yourself in a deeper way that you haven't done before. What does that mean? It's not about controlling yourself. It's about being more spontaneous, more you, okay? So, what does that mean? It's probably dropping expectations or programmings that you have there, and more touching the magic, the innocent you that it's there, that it's always been there. Okay? Now, when you have experience as well, that experience is helping you to be more open. And there is a kind of a transformation that has taken place, that going through the emotions, through your spiritual change, has changed the way you see them and you experience them. Now, the card, I'm going to show it again, has a lot of vivid colors. It's pink, magenta, white, all kind of rosy colors. And they talk about your transformation that has just taken place, and that you are kind of, when you go into another's world, meaning into a future partner or a future relationship, could be a working relationship, if you're a man into a woman's world, or the other way around, you go there with an integration that you have already experienced inside yourself. I mean with this, that certain things that you did not work in the past, now you have integrated. So when you meet a man, you don't have the hang-ups and dramas that you had in the past, because it has shifted. So you see reality and you flow with it. You're able to go into the other world of the other person without these, which was a kind of a luggage that you were kind of hanging around and you didn't need. So whichever you are, that's what it's about. So you know that when you go into the other worlds, is to actually have an experience of flow, of discovering new things, new ways of relating. And that's fantastic. Hi, Energiros! Fantastic that you're here. I already talked a little bit more, so I keep talking, but maybe you can go back to the beginning and hear what I said. Great that you're here, because normally nobody's around when I talk, but it's great to have somebody watching. Big kiss to you. So, talking about what I'm saying, if you go into a relationship, whatever, if it's a working relationship, a loving relationship, integrating all these parts in you, that means that whatever it troubled you in the past, it wouldn't trouble you anymore. Now, the flower, as I said before, it contains the male and female energy, which is the card of the offering, which the lady is holding in her hands, and she's going into this temple. Now, it is about being conscious of the anima and the animus inside yourself. Now, the temple that we see in the image is related to, oh, thank you, I love you too, Anargiros. The temple is more related to a pyramid, and it's another card that probably has not, I probably didn't pick up this one since August. No, I don't think so. You see, when you go through the chaos, when you go through a tunnel, a shadowy space in you, and there is a transformation, and you probably, it's not that you are looking for an impossible or anything. When you really work this shadow inside you and you integrate that part in you, when you relate to others, you relate from a real, total place in you. It's like you leave behind illusions. And when I mean illusions, I mean a kind of hangouts that you had about certain situations, people, or ways of doing things. And now instead of doing that, you become more like a child, like being in the present and seeing the person, enjoying the company, and the expectations that in the past had been integrated maybe from your family, from social influences or cultural influence or whatever, they are starting to disappear, okay? So the fears that you had in the past, somehow you have overcome them. And maybe at some point they were bigger than you, but now since you went through them, they have lost the power over you and they have become teachers. Now, before going to the world of another, okay, you have to walk through the path of the Buddha. And that means that you are not looking for a lamp outside yourself. It means that you look at your own light and you shine your own light, knowing that nobody else can do that for you. I mean, there's so much wrong ideas about romantic love and twin souls and soulmates and all that. You have traveling companions, okay? But they're traveling companions. They need to connect with their own light, and you need to connect with yours. And from there, the relationship is not about neediness. It's about companionship, which is very different. It's not an exchange. You give me this, I give you that. Because the suggestion is that you go through the way you relate to people in relationships until now. This is about this full moon, okay? The problem with relationship is when you become codependent, when you become addictive to somebody, or when you're expecting something in return. Love needs to be free, and it's not an utopic thing. It's just about that you are grateful for somebody that is in your life, and you are in her shoes or his shoes. I'm not talking about losing yourself in the other, because that would be a codependence. It's about understanding the other person, seeing the other person, and then can only come when you have seen yourself, which is a hard thing to do. It takes time, because normally all the conditionings that we have experienced over the years do help to erase who you really are. And you have to remember who you are. And that's a process. There's a timing, there's a rhythm. Right now, with all the energies that are coming in, which are really, really strong, I cannot do as much as I normally do. I have to slow down. And sometimes it pisses me off because I have to do lots of things. I say, oh, I'm going to do everything. But the reality is there is a rhythm to integrate things, and you cannot do it in another way. Now, what can you do now? So I'm remembering one phrase of Andersen, the three brothers that wrote all the fairy tales that have become so famous. They said that fairy tales were written for children so that they go to sleep, and for adults to wake up. So here is about the question is, how do you treat your inner child? Have you mistreated your inner child over the years? Do you take care of your inner child? What are you doing about that? Okay, now for that, I'm gonna probably tomorrow, because tonight I don't think I will have time. I have created a book, which probably I will finish now in October. It's a meditation book, but it's an audio book. It's called Relaxed Mind, Creative Mind. There is already one of the meditations on my YouTube channel. And I'm going to give away another one of the book, which is about the inner child. So look out, because during the week probably it will be there, and you can practice that one. And the book would be for sale probably, I think at the rhythm that I have, it's going to be at the end of October. I don't think it's going to be before. It's about working with different stuff. So I think it will be useful at the time. And for a lot of people, guided meditations with music and with a soft voice can help you to integrate certain things. Anyway, this is the energy of today. Remember the soul contract. I think I put it for the new moon. I don't know if I put it for the full moon. I will check, otherwise I will put again the soul contract. Remember, tonight it's a day for writing that and burning it and liberating whatever energy is there that you need to let go of. Okay? Be aware of what part of you needs to die to allow a rebirth. This is what is important. Okay? So, talk to you over the week. I will keep posting things, and take care. Anna Gitters, thank you for being here. Big kiss for you. Say hello to your wife, and well, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.